Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice hath Calpurnia in her sleep cried out, Help, ho! They murder Caesar! Who's within? Enter a servant. My lord, go bid the priests do present sacrifice, and bring me their opinions of success. What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not stir out of your house today. Caesar shall forth. The things that threatened me ne'er looked but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, they are vanished, the wimps. Caesar, I never stood on ceremonies. It's now they fright me. I dreamt tonight I saw a lion statue, which, like a fountain with 100 spouts, did run pure blood, and many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it. Well, thanks for putting that image in my head. Yet Caesar shall go forth, for these predictions are to the world in general as to Caesar. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Of all the wonders that I yet have heard, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, saying that death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. What say the augurs? They would not have you to stir forth today. Plucking the entrails of an offering forth, they could not find a heart within the beast. The gods do this in shame of cowardice. Caesar should be a beast without a heart, if he should stay at home today for fear. No, Caesar is more dangerous than... No, Caesar shall not. Danger knows full well that Caesar is more dangerous than he. We are 2 lions littered in one day, and I the elder and more terrible. Like Scar! And Caesar shall go forth. Alas, my lord, I love you. I know. Your wisdom is consumed in confidence. Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house, and not your own. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate house, and he shall say you are not well today. Let me upon my knee prevail in this. As you wish. Mark Antony shall say I am not well. And for thy humour, I will stay at home. Here's Decius Brutus. He shall tell them so. Caesar, all hail. Good morrow, worthy Caesar. I come to fetch you to the Senate house. And you are come in very happy time to bear my greeting to the senators, and tell them that I will not come today. Cannot is false, and that I dare not false her. I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius. Say he is sick. Shall Caesar send a lie? Have I accomplished so much, but now to fear to tell these grey, wrinkly old people the truth? Decius, go tell them that Caesar will not come. Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so. Ain't nobody got time for that. The cause is in my will. I will not come. That is enough to satisfy the Senate, but for your private satisfaction, because I love you, I will let you know. Calpurnia here, my wife, stays me at home. She dreamt tonight that, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. This dream is all misinterpreted. It was a vision fair and fortunate, your statue spouting blood in many pipes, in which so many smiling Romans bathed, signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood, and that great men shall press for tinctures, stains, relics, and cognizance. This by Calpurnia's dream is signified. And this way have you well expounded it. I have, when you have heard what I can say. I know it now. The Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you shall send them word you will not come, their minds may change. Besides, it were a mock, apt to be rendered for someone to say, break up the Senate till another time, when Caesar's wife shall meet with better dreams. If Caesar hide himself, shall they not whisper, Lo, Caesar is afraid. Pardon me, Caesar, for my dear, dear love to your proceeding bid me tell you this, and reason to my love is liable. How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia? I am ashamed I did yield to them. Give me my robe, for I will go. Well, what do you know? It's March 15th, and I'm still here. That old soothsayer guy was probably just messing with me. Tribunus, forget not the part that you play. Of course, my lord. Antony, a word with you? By all means, yes. Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his Senate must redress? Most high, most mighty, and most puissant Caesar, Metellus Cimber throws before thy seat an humble heart. Metellus, shut up. Your tactics may sway the fools, but no fool is Caesar. Thy brother shall not be pardoned without reason. Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repealing of my banished brother? Pardon, Caesar, pardon, as low to thy foot doth Cassius fall to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber. Don't tell me how to live my life. I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. But I am constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. The skies are painted with unnumbered sparks. They are all fire, and every one does shine, but there's but one in all doth hold his place. So in the world 'tis furnished well with men, and men are flesh and blood and apprehensive, yet in the number I do know but one, that unassailable holds on his rank, unshaken of motion, and that I am he. Let me a little show it even in this, that I was constant. Cimber should be banished, and constant to remain, to keep him so. O Caesar, speak! Hands for me! Sir. Brutus, you too? Then fall, Caesar. Liberty! Freedom! Tyranny is dead! Run hence! Proclaim it about the streets! Come to the common pulpits and cry out, liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement! People and senators, be not affrighted. Fly not, stand still, ambition's debt is paid. Let no man abide this deed, but we the doers. Where is Antony? Fled to his house amazed. Men, maids, children stare, cry out and run as it were doomsday. Fates, we will know your pleasures, that we shall die we know. 'Tis but the time and drawing days out that men stand upon. Why, he that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fear and breath. Grant that, and then is death a benefit. So are we Caesar's friends that have abridged his time of fear and death. Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons o'er our heads, let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty. Cassius, stop then, and wash. How many ages since shall this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn and accents yet unknown? So oft as that shall be, so often shall the not of us be called the men that gave their country liberty. Soft, who comes here? A friend of Antony's? Thus, Brutus, did my master bid me kneel. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Antony may safely come to him and be resolved how Caesar hath reserved to lie in death, Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus through the hazards of this untrod state, with all true faith, so says my master Antony. Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him so, please him come unto this place. He shall be satisfied, and by my honour depart untouched. I'll fetch him presently. I know that we shall have him well to friend. I wish we may, but yet have I a mind that fears him much, and my misgiving still falls shrewdly to the purpose. But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony. O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if ye bear me hard now, whilst your purpled hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure. Live 1,000 years, I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place will please me so, no mean of death is here by Caesar, and by you cut off, the choice and master spirits of this age. O Antony, beg not your death of us. Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities. Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude besides themselves with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause why that I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded. I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. What compact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you? Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends am I with you all, and love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous. Or else this was a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of good regard that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied. That's all I seek, and no more ever suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral. You shall, Mark Antony. Brutus, a word with you. You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak in his funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he will utter? By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first, and show the reason of our Caesar's death. What Antony shall speak, I will protest he speaks by leave and by permission, and that we are contented Caesar shall have all true rights and lawful ceremonies. It shall advantage us more than to do us wrong. I know not what may fall. I like it not. Mark Antony, here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by our permission. Else shall you not have any hand at all about his funeral, and you shall speak in the same pulpit whereto I am going, after my speech is ended. Be it so. I desire no more. Prepare his body, then, and follow us. Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds and now I do prophesy, which like dumb mouths do ope their ruby lips, to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects so familiar, that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants quartered with the hands of war. All pity choked with custom of fell deeds, and Caesar's spirit, ranging for revenge, with 8 by his side, come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth, with carrion men groaning for burial.
Maybe Michael Bay will direct the sequel.